This workout is all about building muscle in a short amount of time in your legs, glutes, and thighs. We are focused all on the lower body today, and this is a very simple structure, but we're gonna have 3 main focuses for our workout today, being squats, Romanian deadlifts, and glute bridges or hip thrusts. So optional today, if you've got it, will be your exercise bench for those hip thrusts. We're also gonna do step downs in the squat round, but I'll have a modification on screen if you don't have your bench. Same thing goes for the hip thrust. I'll have a modification for those glute bridges. And we're gonna be lifting moderately heavy to heavy today. So aim for the heavier side. If things start to get questionable, if your form's going crazy, go ahead and lower your weight to a more moderately heavy weight. And with that, the structure, we have 5 total rounds. Rounds 1 and 5 are gonna be the same round. We're gonna do those 3 exercises, a squat, a Romanian deadlift, and a hip thrust or glute bridge for 45 seconds of work, then we'll rest for 20 seconds of work. When we get to rounds 2, 3, and 4, we're gonna have 3 exercises repeated 2 times through, working for 30 seconds and resting for only 15 seconds. That's where each round there will be specified as more squat focused, Romanian deadlift, or glute bridge / hip thrust focus. So with that, let's get into our warm up and we will get ready to get strong, because today's workout, that is the name of the game. I am excited for it. We're gonna start here with a good morning and reach. So soft knees, feet planted solid on the ground, reach forward, spine long, pull and squeeze up. We've got 2 non-weighted warm-up moves, then we'll grab our lighter weights for 3 weighted exercises, and I'll let you guess the 3 weighted exercises. Exactly our focus today. Squats, Romanian deadlifts, and glute bridges are hip thrusts. Last 2, quad pulls next. Here we go. Pull it up, hold it for a second, and switch. So feeling, good stretch down the front of the legs. We'll grab our weights next. I'm gonna use 15 pounds, something not too heavy, but heavy enough to really start to feel those muscles. Last 2 and 1. Starting out with your squat, grab your weights. Pop the weights up on the shoulders, and here we go. Drop it down, press away and squeeze. Head up, chest up. This is a time to focus on your form, focus on your breathing, and really start to get the muscles warm and ready to go. 2 more, and then RDL. Here's 2 and 1. All right, RDL. Dumbbells nice and close, soft knees, hinge at the hips, back flat, pull, squeeze up. Exhale as you come up. Let's do 2 more, and then we're gonna bring it down to the mat for glute bridge. Here's 2 and 1. Good, bring it down now. And into our glute bridge. So up and squeeze, bring it back down. Squeeze. Really think about that squeeze at the top. Two more from here, and then we are getting started with round number 1. Last one. Whew, all right, we're getting into it. Grabbing those heavier weights, starting with squat. 45 seconds on the clock. Hey, if you want to start your watch for your training today to track that, you can do that. I'm going to use the traditional strength training option on my watch. And let's go ahead and let's do this. Racking those weights up on the shoulders. Weight is in the heels, chest is up. And here we go, 45 on. Drop it low, press that floor away. Now with the weight we're choosing today, this should feel heavy right from the beginning, so you know by the end, it is going to be tough. And with this heavier weight comes a slower tempo. Head up, chest up. Only working through these exercises in rounds 1 and 5, 1 time through. Keep moving, you're almost there. We're gonna get 20 seconds to rest in 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds, we're gonna go into RDL. So RDL, really focus on that good form. Shoulders rolled back. Start with that good posture right away, keeping that spine long. Okay, heart rate is up. It's gonna be a good one today. Here we go, hinge it over, 45 on. Keep the weights nice and close to your legs. Pull, squeeze back up. Now you want to think about lengthening through the hamstrings and then tightening them back up. So those muscles extend and then pull and squeeze. So lengthen, to shorten. Over halfway. And then next, if you have your bench or your exercise box, even your couch, that'll work. And you want to use that, we're gonna go into hip thrusts. If not, you'll see that mod on the ground for glute bridge. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, so moving quick to get that bench in. And I am probably just gonna keep my bench in from here on out. All right, grabbing your weights. Rolling it back. And here we go, full range, all the way down. Squeeze all the way up. Really squeeze the cheeks. Keeping that back flat at the top of either the hip thrust here or your glute bridge if you're on the mat. Woo! Over halfway. Oh, here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Dropping the weights. In between rounds, I didn't mention this, in between rounds, we get 30 seconds to rest. So thank goodness for that. We're moving on to round number 2, which is squat focus. We're gonna start with a squat, don't come all the way up. Then we have step downs or modification staggered squat. So grabbing your weight if you need to adjust, I'm gonna adjust mine here. We've got 10 seconds out. So squat, don't come all the way up, come up about 2/3 of the way, keeping that tension in the legs. And here we go, 30 seconds, down, press. I am coming all the way up. Don't come all the way up. Okay. So keeping that hover at the top. We're gonna get 15 seconds, then we're going into step downs or staggered squat. So adjust your weight if needed, because this time's gonna go by quick. 3, 2, 1. Whew. I need to go down just a little bit in weight because this gets tough. All right, make sure your space is clear if you're doing those step downs starting at the top, and then we're gonna step down, so keep that leg stationary. 3, 2, and 1. Step it down, press it up. So this stationary leg, you are gonna feel a lot of work through the hams and glutes. Keep that foot solid. Step just straight down. You don't need to step out too far. Shoulders relaxed. This one will get the heart rate up. This is tough right here. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna switch it over to the other side. 10 seconds out and we go. All right, so other leg up on the box, your bench. Bring it to stand, stepping down in 3, 2, here we go, 30 on. This is an amazing functional exercise right here, if you couldn't tell. Remember, functional training or functional exercises are exercises that help us strengthen our everyday life. And I don't know, but I can see doing this multiple times a day. 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to squat. Don't come all the way up. Remember, we're repeating these exercises 2 times through. Keeping it pretty heavy here. All right, remember, don't come all the way up. Here we go. Squat it down. That was for me, because my first couple sets, my first couple reps, I was coming all the way up. So this squat, don't come all the way up. Working a little bit more here in the front of the leg, that quad, where then when we have the step downs, Really working the back. 3, 2, 1. Step downs. Rounds are gonna go by quick today. All right, bring it up. Leading leg. Step it down in 3, 2, and 1. Down, press. Keep that good posture. Really use the power here in this forward leg. Press up. Get that full stand. Almost there, we switch it over. 3, 2, and 1. All right, 15 seconds, breathe, rest it out. If you need a drink, if you need to dry off, do that anytime. If you need to take a longer break, do that at any time. I want you to make it through this full 20 minutes today. Switching it over, bring it up to the top. Shoulders rolled back. Here we go. Down, power up. And I should mention too, height, obviously the higher your box or your bench is, the more challenging, but even if you're just a few inches off the ground, or I should say about 6 inches, that is still a good amount. 3, 2, and 1. Breathe, yes. We made it through round number 2. Moving on to round number 3, which is a Romanian deadlift round. So again, we're gonna get 30 seconds here, or about 15 now. We're gonna do a sumo half rep RDL, followed by a single leg Romanian deadlift. If you need to do kickstand, you can. And then we'll switch to the other side, repeating those 2 times through. So sumo half rep first, grabbing your weights, keeping it heavy, legs out, toes out. Here we go. Down all the way, bring it up about halfway. Back flat, core tight. Keep the dumbbells nice and close to your center of gravity, keeping that spine nice and long. Think about sticking your chest out here so you can keep that back flat. Similar to that squat, don't come all the way up. We are keeping tension in the muscle. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, with this single leg RDL, I'm gonna mix it up. Usually I'll do opposite. I'll do one dumbbell in the opposite. Today I'm gonna do the same side. Do what you wanna do today, but I'm just giving you that heads up for what I'm working with. So single leg, here we go. Dumbbells still nice and close. Pull it back up, squeeze. Now all the focus is on this working leg. Kickstand option, remember you have that too. If you need a little extra balance to keep it with this heavy weight, keep that toe down just as balanced. Oh dear. Woo. So when you mix the weight up, whether you use 2 dumbbells, 1 on the other side, or same like this, hold on, let's finish. 3, 2, 1. That's just a good way to challenge your body, challenge your stabilizer muscles, working on your balance a little bit more. And again, just little things to mix it up here and there will help progress you and keep you from plateauing. Other side, 30 on in 3, 2, and 1. And I can always tell I have one side that is more balanced than the other. And this side is my little rocky side. Time for one more. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. Going back, sumo RDL to half rep. Whew. Grabbing your weights. Legs out, toes out. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down. Now pull it up half. Down. Keeping that core tight, really driving the bum back as you hinge. Pull up. Woo! Almost there. Oh my word, this is burning. 3, 2, 1. Single leg RDL. Grabbing that weight. Or weights if you're using 2, for sure. By all means, use 2 if you'd like. Roll the shoulders back. Start with good posture. Keep the shoulders and hips square. And here we go. Hinge it down 30. This is always an exercise that I want to remind you in, where this is the big deal. Quality over quantity. RDLs are slow. We don't move through them quickly, so we don't get a lot of reps in. So the more focused you can stay, the more you're gonna get out of every rep. That goes for all the exercises, but this one in particular, I feel like it's a little bit more obvious how slow we have to go. 3, 2, 1, switch it over, other side. So nothing wrong with going nice and slow, really making that mind-muscle connection. 5 out, roll the shoulders back. Remember, start out strong. And here we go. Hinge it down. Back flat, core tight, pull and squeeze up. And I just need to take a minute because I know that I can just tell from the number of views that videos get that leg day is not everyone's favorite day. So if you are here right now, I just want to say, you deserve a double round of applause because you showed up for leg day, and that is big. People think you can skip leg day because, oh, you know, you're always walking or whatever. 3, 2, 1. But this goes so much further than walking or any weight bearing. Big deal. Okay, so glad you showed up. We're moving on to round number 4. Round number 4 is our glute bridge or hip thrust round. We are starting with sumo hip thrust pulses or sumo glute bridge pulses. So grabbing your weights for that. I'm gonna use just 1 for the pulses. Then we're gonna do kickstand, glute bridge or hip thrust. So bring it down, 3 out, sumo position, legs out, toes out, and we pulse. So down a little bit, up, squeeze. So down just a few inches to right back up. If you are on the mat doing that glute bridge, do not let that lower back or the bum touch the mat. You are keeping it up nice and high, coming back to a flat back. Whew. Almost there. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now we're gonna go into a kickstand, glute bridge or hip thrust. I'm gonna keep with 1 weight, but I gotta drop it because I know how tough this is. So with this one, that kickstand, just a little bit of weight in the heels, all that focus on that working leg. And here we go, all the way down, squeeze all the way up. Nice and soft with that kickstand. All the way down, push and squeeze. Almost there. We switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Okay, same thing, other side. Switch it over. Whew. Soft kickstand there. 5 out. Here's 3, 2, and we got 30. Drop it low, drive it up. Exhale as you squeeze up. Don't hold too long in one spot other than this point right here at the top. As you exhale, come down. Oh my word. Oh, this round. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds. Back to sumo pulses. So grabbing your weights for that. I'll adjust it if you need. I needed to adjust. Whew. Bring that weight up or weights. Legs out. Sumo pulses in 3, 2, and 1. Now pulse it out. Again, the pulse, just like the squat, don't come all the way up in the half rep. The tension is just building. And then we switch it back to unilateral work with full range of motion. And the muscle decides to just scream and shout and burn. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Kickstand. Okay. Bring it up, kickstand out. Going in 3. Here's 2, and 1. 30 on, all the way down. Press it up. Press and squeeze. Round 4 is the last round that we repeat the exercises. We're going back to those same exercises that we did in round 1 for round 5. And we are less than a minute out now of work before we hit that round. Oh, so close. Push through that working leg. Here it is. 3, 2, 1. Switch it over. Last time on this. Okay, 5 out. Get that kickstand ready. Here's 3, 2, and we've got 30. Bring it down. Squeeze it up. All the way down. Push and drive those hips up. Remember, squeeze through the cheeks. Almost there. Here we are, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, whew. All right, back to the basics for the last 3 exercises. Squat, Romanian deadlift, and our hip thrust or glute bridge. We go in 15 seconds. Breathe it out. Shake it out. I'm like, I need a little bit of a, whew. Get your second win. This is it. This is all you need, 20 minutes. Just wait till tomorrow when we are trying to sit down. It's gonna be like a, whoa, like that. Practicing for it, there we go. All right, back to 45 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest, 1 time through each. Grab your heavy weights for squat, and let's finish this off strong. Here we go in 3, here's 2, and 1, 45 on. Drop it, press and squeeze all the way up. Don't completely lock out the legs when I say come all the way up, just that full stand, but just soft knees, so we're still keeping a little tension in the quads. Well over halfway. Okay, we're gonna get 20 seconds to rest. Last 3, 2, 1. Breathe, 20 seconds. Shake it out, keeping it heavy, back to RDL. 10 seconds and we go. All right, grabbing the weights. Normal foot position, good posture. 3, 2, and 1, here we go. Hinge it down, back flat, core tight, squeeze. Tighten up through the hams and glutes. Whew. You can tell for sure which muscles we have worked today. Oh. Almost there. And then 1 exercise to go. We officially hit under 1 minute of work with these last few seconds. Last one. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get ready for glute bridge or hip thrust. This is it. 10 seconds and we go. Last 45 seconds of work for legs. I'm gonna bring the challenge on during this last set. I'll tell you what it is. Get into position. Whew. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, 45 down and squeeze. Hold to the top for a second. Really get that squeeze through the glutes. Back stays flat all the way down. Push and squeeze all the way up. Keep those knees in line with your toes. And I told you we're done with lower body work. But to finish out, our finisher today is all about the abs. I want you to get some extra ab work in. this week and only 20 minutes today. So 10 minutes here for abs. Will be such a good finisher. I love doing abs anytime, but I love it on a 20-minute workout day for sure. Here we go, last 3, 2, squeeze it, you did it. Woo! There we go. Can I stand? Oh, very awkwardly I can stand, and very awkwardly I will walk. Go get some abs, you are amazing. Thank you for getting strong with me, and thank you for showing up to leg day. I'm telling you, this is a day that we need. It's gonna make life easier. It's gonna make those legs stronger. And you are the bomb because you did it. I love you. See you over at abs.